Hey guys, what is poppin'? Today I'm going to be showing you guys my makeup collection slash kind of doing like a makeup collection space tour. So basically this is my place where I kind of just do my makeup and store my makeup. So I store my makeup in these two drawers over here. So I'm going to be showing you guys inside these and showing you guys what I have, my makeup collection, and I also have a little bit on display over there. So without further ado, let's go ahead into this makeup collection tour slash makeup collection video. Alright, so right over here I have a little bit of my makeup stored over here. So basically I just have my daily moisturizer that I use literally every day. It's my favorite moisturizer, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel, so good. And I also have my BH Cosmetics Quick Change Brush Cleaner. And then over here are most of my everyday brushes. I also have a bunch of my lipsticks here. I have a bunch of ColourPop lipsticks. I have a couple of Kylie lipsticks right over here. And I also have a Too Faced and Ofra lipstick. Oh, let me find the Ofra one. Oh, right here. I also have a Too Faced and Ofra lipstick. And I also have one of my Kylie lip liners, which as you see, I love. So then over here, first I have all my brushes over here. These are all basically my face brushes. They're a mix of Morphe, BH Cosmetics, Real Techniques, and that's about it. And then over here I have all my eye brushes. They're dirty because I, need to clean them. But then I also have my Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. It's my favorite mascara. It's the one that I use most of the time. But then I also have my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And I also have a couple of fun liners like this NYX Blue Liquid Liner. And I also have a blue inside eyeliner, a Kylie, come on, get in, hello, okay, and I also have this Kylie Bronze Sky Liner, I believe that's what they call it. And like I said, mixture of Morphe, BH Cosmetics, and Real Techniques brushes, and a couple just random ones. And then over here, I have all my highlighters. So I have the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Literally my favorite highlighter, the best highlighter. I also have the Artist Couture La Peach highlighter, which is really exciting because it is a loose highlighter. So I do love using this when I'm kind of more, feeling sparkly, I guess. And then I have the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wipe highlighter, which is beautiful. It's like this yellow golden undertone. I love it so much. It's very different. It's one of my more different highlighters in my collection. And then I also have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Princess Cut Skin Frost. I don't use this as often, but I was going through this like pinky highlighter phase where I brought this, but I probably should use this more often. And then I also have my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. I'll do a quick swatch, just because the swatches are always so good with this highlighter. Wow, look at that. So much pigment. I love Ofra Cosmetics highlighters. And then I also have my Everyday Tarte blush. And then I have my Everyday Benefit Hoola bronzer right over here with the brush inside. This is actually the mini version. So that's kind of just stored over there by that lamp over there with my Neutrogena and BH Cosmetics things, and I just put this right back there, and it's right over there, the brushes. I just pull it out when I do my makeup. I sit in my chair, and I actually don't use that big mirror that I have up there. I just don't use it because I can't get too close to my face. I actually use this LED iHome light up Bluetooth mirror. It's literally a Bluetooth mirror, so if you want to get ready while playing some tunes, you could just Bluetooth it, and it also has the LED lights that you could open. So I just love putting this right over here while I do my makeup next to my chair and getting really up close and just doing that. So that's kind of my setup for that. So over here is my first makeup drawer. This is honestly like my real products that I use most of the time. That's over here in the front laid out. In the back I kind of just have random things that I don't really use, so I'm not going to go through those too much. I'll just show you guys a little overview, but I'm going to go through the products that I use more. So over here I have lined up all my Kylie lip kits. They're all in different colors, different formulas. Actually, there are only two formulas, the matte formula and the velvet formula. And then I have my foundations. I actually also have my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer because I just recently got this, and let me tell you, I'm obsessed. I love this concealer so much, and I love that it has so much product. But I have my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Great foundation, love using it. I also have the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I actually used to use this more when I was dry, so if I'm having a dry day, this is kind of the foundation that I go towards. And then I have the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Foundation. This is my holy grail drugstore foundation. I love using this foundation. I have a very light shade because this is kind of just what I use as a foundation mixer because sometimes my foundations are too light for my skin. And then I have the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I love this foundation, but I do think it broke me out, so for that reason I have not been using it. My holy grail foundation, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation Balm Foundation. If you have oily skin, this is basically made for you. And then my holy grail drugstore foundation, the Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Foundation in shade 220, which is my actual shade. And then I have my Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge. I like to just store it in here so that it doesn't get dirty. My eyelash curler, a Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby Highlighter in mini size, a Wet n Wild like green corrector to kind of correct redness in your skin. I have the Super Stay Stick Foundation that I don't really use anymore, but when I first got it I used it, but I don't know, I kind of got over it. Whoops. And then I have the MAC Author. Okay, it's just a word that I cannot really pronounce, but it's a mineralized skin finish. I don't use this that often. My mom actually gave it to me from her collection. And then I have the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. And I have the Butter Bronzer in Bronzer, which clearly I love very much. So then back here, as you see, I have my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I used to use this a lot. I actually don't know why I don't use it anymore, but great powder. I have my Coty Airspun powder. I used to use this a lot, but then I found a better powder, which I will get to in a moment. And then again, like I said back there, just random stuff, like random older highlighters, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. I have a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter back there. And I also store my, hold on, I'm trying to get that, reach for that. I also store my Kylie highlighters. I have the one in Salted Caramel and Strawberry Shortcake. Like I said, I was kind of going through a pink highlighter phase when I brought this one, and then I got Salted Caramel during a sale. And then I also have my NYX Pro Highlight and Contour palette back here, and I'm kind of messing up all my setting right now, but it's worth it for this video. So I actually have this. I love using this banana shade and skin color shade kind of just to brighten under my eye and obviously contour with these shades. And then again, just random stuff. The Maybelline Pore Eraser Primer, and then I also have some eyelashes. These are a pair of the Ardell Faux Mink eyelashes, and then I also have a ColourPop Super Shock highlighter, and I believe Stole the Show. Yes, I was correct. Stole the Show. This is the most beautiful wet looking like white highlight. If you're very fair, this is like the perfect highlighter for you. Let me just do a quick swatch. Very wet looking, very reflective. Love this, and it's only, I believe, $8. So that is pretty good. And over here in this little thing, I kind of just have random little lipsticks and stuff that I honestly don't use. And I remember buying these Claire's little liquid glitter liners a while ago, so I also have these, but again, I don't really use them that often. So that is the first drawer. And then we have my second drawer right over here. I kind of store all of my palettes and some real major stuff, so get ready to get through all of that. Okay, so now that we have a better view of all this stuff, let me just move my tripod a bit back. Okay, starting off, I have the Carli Bybel palette, the Desert Dusk palette by Huda Beauty. I have the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, which you can't see, so I'm going to show you. So I have that, and then I have the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, the ABH Modern Renaissance palette right over here, and then I have, hold on, let me stick that right back, the Desi x Katy Francation palette, which I absolutely love. And then I have the ColourPop Dream Street palette, and then I also have my very first palette that I ever purchased, which is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And then I also have I actually got this for my mom for her birthday, I believe, and she just, I guess, grew out of it and just stopped using it. So it's this Tarte, I believe it's called Make Believe in Yourself palette. So I just have it. I haven't used it yet, but I probably will just because the shades are really pretty and shimmery. So then, after that, over here, I keep my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is the powder that I was talking about that I use more now, and I love this powder. It absolutely just smooths your skin, and honestly, I've never seen my skin look better than it looks with this powder. So this is my Holy Grail powder, and it's from the drugstore, so that is absolutely amazing. And then I also have my ColourPop X Kathleen Lights pigments over here. I have it in the twins, I believe the scales right here. It's like this really pretty pink with like mini glitters. And my favorite inner corner highlight of all time, the Maiden. I always use this pigment no matter what highlighter I use. Even if it's insanely blinding, I still go ahead and use this in my inner corner. I also have my Benefit Porefessional Primer, which is my favorite primer to like mattify my pores and make them look really small. The NYX Glitter Primer, the Fenty Beauty Contour Stick, some eyelash glue, the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb right over here. And then over here, I basically just have some more ColourPop lipsticks. I have a ColourPop Luxe lipstick. I also have this Physicians Formula organic one, a couple of Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On ones, like eyeliners, and then I have the Tarte Shape Tape, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and then I have two ColourPop concealers in two different shades, and then I have the e.l.f. Camo concealer. And now we are going to get to my palettes in the back over here. Alright, so starting off, we have the Jaclyn Hill palette. One of my first real hyped up big palettes. I love this palette so much. This will always be my favorite formula. Honestly, this is my favorite formula in my collection, maybe after Dose of Colors, but I really do love this formula. It is the most buttery, creamy formula I've ever seen. It's so amazing. This is definitely one of my Holy Grail palettes, if not my Holy Grail palette. And then I have the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. I don't use this palette that often just because I feel like I gravitate more towards the James Charles and the Jaclyn Hill palette, but it's also a great palette. I have used it a couple of times, and it hasn't been so long since I brought it either. And then I have the Morphe X James Charles palette, which takes the most space in my drawer. As you can see, that's why it is my first palette. Let me zoom out a bit so you guys could see the full thing. You guys have seen this many times on my channel. Definitely one of my favorite palettes, and I use this palette so much. Love you, Sister James. And then, like you see it back there, it's kind of just empty, but then over here I keep my setting sprays. So I have the Morphe Continuous setting mist. I've gone through at least 3 bottles of these. I'm not even kidding you. This is my favorite setting spray. It's just so good. The hype is real. And then I have the NYX Matte Finish Spray, which used to always keep me so matte. It was great. And I also use the Milani Make It Last spray just because it really does make your makeup last. So that's also great. And then I have a couple of just random sponges in the back. Some older sponges that I don't really use that often, but if I ever need an extra sponge, they're there. And then just some packaging that my stuff came in because I am a sucker for packaging. And then just some brushes that I don't really use and just store to the back. That is it for my makeup collection. We just went through everything. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and looking at my makeup collection. I'm very proud of the collection that I have put together over the years. Some of it was given by my mom. The rest is either because of a sale or a birthday present or, just something maybe that I was in need of and ran out of or something. But I really do love my collection. I'm very happy with it. So thank God for it. I'm very, very thankful for what I have, and I do love my makeup collection, and I love all my brushes and everything. Thank you for being here and watching my makeup collection. I hope you got maybe some inspiration out of it, and I don't know, I just hope that if you found it entertaining, because I find it entertaining to see people's makeup collections and how they store their stuff. But anyways, thank you guys for being here and for watching. I hope to see you soon in my next video next Saturday. Bye!